1, 2.
No, wait. I don't have a good grip yet.
You gotta tell me when.
1, 2, 3.
Hi everyone, welcome to Fired Up with my Killtron, and we are so fortunate this week because we are welcoming back none other than DJ Cosmo to the studio. Thank you so much for joining us this week. This is movie week. Ding dong. I haven't even eaten yet.
Isn't part of the show eating?
I guess, yeah. This week we're going to talk about our movie experience. Hey guys, we are going to the movies for the first time in 2020 and we're going to see
TENET.
What do we want to start with? Talking about the movie theater experience?
Let's talk about the experience.
Okay.
Because I thought it was a good experience.
Yeah.
I was a bit nervous to go, but I thought they did a good job. I thought the spacing was good.
So you bought the tickets. Mm-hmm. You cannot buy tickets at the theater. You have to buy in advance, correct?
I saw someone on one of the little computers.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's advisable to buy in advance because...
One thing is they didn't scan our ticket. They just looked at my phone.
Right.
So it was a lot quicker and there was not really interaction with a person. You just kind of like, they looked at it, you weren't touching anything.
But by buying in advance, you could pick our seats, right?
Yeah, okay, this is in an Imax theater. So it's very, very distant. So you have 2 seats in the middle, 2 seats on each side, and then every second row is empty. So that's really empty.
And it was altogether very chill in there. Everyone knew the rules. No one was acting a fool. The staff were super helpful. There's all the diagrams on the ground of where to stand when you're in line for the concessions. Movies obviously indoors, so masks are mandatory, except if you're eating. So we did get movie popcorn and drinks. And because it was so spread out and it was like a big wide open space with very few people in it, it didn't feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, it felt comfortable. It felt
eating
doable.
with a mask off. As soon as I finished eating, I put my mask right back on for the whole movie, and
yeah,
it didn't really make that much of a difference.
That too.
There is someone that's in the theater that counts the amount of people that are supposed to be there, so they're not over the allotted amount. I don't actually know what the amount is. We'll probably put that on the bottom right there when we look that up.
We'll put a diagram of what it looks like when you get a ticket.
Are we gonna put a diagram?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna screen shoot it.
Is this something you think we'd do on the regular?
I'll probably only go every 2 months, I think.
It's less of a priority, mind you, too. It's not like we're raking in the dollars. Maybe if we learn to monetize YouTube, we can go...
No, but there's certain movies, it's really good to see them in IMAX.
True.
Like some of those war movies, like the Dunkirk one was really good in IMAX. 1917 was really good in IMAX. I'll pay a little bit more. Like seeing on the laptop or on the TV.
Now we are going to get into the movie review portion of the episode. Once again, we went to go see Christopher Nolan, right?
Christopher Nolan's TENET.
Right. I'm gonna let you lead with this one because I, in all honesty, spent a portion, maybe not a good portion, but a portion of the movie somewhat confused.
I say approach this movie with a puzzle mentality. Like, you're not gonna know what's going on. Like, there's a lot of mystery, so you have to just enjoy the action. Yeah, don't try to figure everything out. But I think it's one of those movies where they hold a lot from you longer than other movies. So I would say about halfway in, I was starting to like get it.
Yeah.
But I had to let go. I think a quarter of the way in, I was a bit frustrated, like, well, I don't understand this world. But then once I let go, you get the answer.
What is a palindrome?
I think it's a word that you can read forwards and backwards. Tenet is a palindrome, and the concept of the movie is based around palindromes. We made a little pact earlier on that we weren't gonna spoil the movie
by like discussing the plot too much. We're just gonna give you our general impressions, and the main character of the movie is time.
Oh.
That's a good one.
That's good.
All in all, really fun movie. Like, it wasn't so serious that it drove you crazy with suspense. Like, certainly the feeling of time play gave it like a fantastical future action film that has, I don't know, makes you wonder about the future, certainly, but it didn't freak you out in the way like a Black Mirror kind of does, you know?
Yeah, it wasn't too doomsday. I think this is what it felt like. It was very visuals driven. Like, there is the puzzle element, but I think he's looking ahead, like what has never been seen on screen. Yeah, they're doing practical effects instead of using the green screen. Kind of like, think of the green screen and the over digital effects as being like the Marvel movies. But this one, it's like they really flipped the car. They really, I don't know, jumped off the boat. I don't want to give any of it away, but they did that, and they pushed that side of movies. So even when you're seeing things that are like fantastical, you know that they did it for real, and then that also makes it interesting, or it makes you curious. I'm like, oh, how'd they do that?
We've managed to talk a lot about the movie experience and about Tenet without actually talking that much about Tenet.
Yeah, I'd say if you want to risk your life to see a movie, this is a great one. Check out.
Yeah, I mean, we don't want to downplay the obvious risks of going out. Certainly there's a balance, and depending on where you live, who you are, what you feel comfortable with, your own circumstance, it can be either really enjoyable or maybe it's not time yet. But if you are ready and you feel comfortable and you live in a place where they do have theaters that have really, really good setups in place, this one is a high recommend. It's worth going to the movies for an action movie. Maybe it's not worth going to the movies for the Downton Abbey movie.
Sometimes I don't get to pick.
Any last remarks regarding the movie experience or Tenet?
Yeah, it's a big movie. Try to see it on a big screen. I recommend it. They have good precautions in place.
In Ontario, in Toronto, they do.
So
maybe not in Florida.
Yeah, I would say take a risk on Tenet.
Thank you so much for joining us for Fired Up. This week we were speaking about
Tenet.
If you like what you see or you have an idea, make sure to leave it in the comments, smash a like, and hit subscribe. We have a lot more episodes coming up for you featuring special guests and, of course, more food reviews, movie reviews, eating, and just good old-fashioned conversation. Maybe this can be our spin-off, is Fired Up movie reviews.
Yeah, it'll be fun.